Hey everyone, and welcome back to my humble little vlog. Today, again, just kind of going on with the theme of kind of whatever comes to my head for the day. Today's kind of an update of where I'm at. So there's a few big things happened today. Well, first off, Super Drift Round 1 has been announced for OzDC. Going to be a massive day. I think it's like 14 hours worth of action all day. It's going to be on the North Circuit at Sydney Motorsport Park. Which is, to be fair, possibly one of my favourite spots on Sydney Motorsport Park to actually photograph and to video as well. Some really cool sections you can get to very close to the action, and some really cool angles you can get on the cars as well, especially towards the end of the actual drift track, or it's actually the last corner, last couple of corners, technically second last corner before you come onto the main straight at Sydney Motorsport Park. You can just get some really cool angles. You can get very low with the way they drill, the way the drifting track is usually set up in there. There's actually a really nice section, or really cool section, where it's a very long corner as they come in. Off camber, dips off the back of the track, where it's usually an outside zone for the drift cars. They'll quite often get the back wheel or back two wheels down, and the front side will actually kick up, so you get some really sick shots of like the front leading wheel up in the air, smoke billowing out the back. It's some really cool action shots, really good videos obviously as well. So that's been announced. I believe the date is going to escape me now, but it is end of Jan, start of Feb. I think the 27th of January is the first event for OzDC this year, which is going to be a wet pan event. Unfortunately, I don't know if I'm going to be able to be at that wet pan event, because there is something else going on at the same time. I don't know if it's officially been announced yet. OzDC are taking part in another event, or alongside another event, as a bit of a promotional thing, which I've been asked to go out and cover for them. It will actually be pretty cool. I've been out and done something similar before for them. This is actually really cool though, because it's going to be motorsport in general, but something completely different, which is very cool to cover. I always like trying new things and trying different things out with the with my craft, with all my photos and videos. I love to try different things and kind of push myself and push my skills. So that'd be really cool. It is out at Eastern Creek. So yeah, I'm not sure how it's going to work. Might be able to time that I can sort of switch between the two and do a little bit at the wet pan, a little bit back. I was kind of really looking forward to drifting on the wet pan as well again. Even if it's sort of a part and part thing that I do the photos and drift myself part of the day. But we'll see how that goes. At this stage, I may have to, there's a few other companies that run wet pan events out there. I may have to jump in on those wet pan events just so I can get the time up that I want. For those that don't know, I've kind of made the decision to get myself ready. I've made the goal that I want to be able to go on a main track event, or at least register for a main track event by my birthday this year, which is middle of July. So I literally have half the year to get there, which means I got to push myself and get my experience up and get my skills up to confidently take on the main track. There is an event that OzDC are running start of August, which may be the one that I'm aiming for, but there's a lot of factors that are going to go into that to get me up to it, for skills and confidence base, but also for safety as well. I'm not putting myself on the main track if I'm not up to it, if the car's not up to it as well, as the other thing obviously. That's the sort of the main things that have sort of happened today. Outside of that, I know I did a quick video about drifting yesterday, like the sim drifting again. I'm going to start doing that. I've decided I'm going to kind of come up with a bit of a calendar. I want to start doing like streaming as well. I'm having a look into best ways with my very basic setup. I can get into doing some more streaming across either like Twitch, Discord, YouTube, Facebook Lives, things like that. Whether I can combine them, whether I have to do different days on different platforms, whatever. Just get a little bit more live content out there, and interactive content with everyone. Wanting to do that, both the drifting, but there's a bunch of other stuff I need to do as well. Even post events, just jumping on, doing a Facebook Live or whatever it is, whilst I'm editing photos and going through sorting photos. Give you a bit of a behind the scenes look at how my processes work and what I do and how I filter and how I do my editing and stuff as well. Just so you guys can see what goes on in the background. It's not just this random dude that sort of sneaks over the walls at the track. There's actually other stuff that goes on in the background to get these photos and videos out to you. There's a few other bits and pieces that I'm wanting to sort of introduce in that as well, just to make it as interactive. And I mean, hell, I'm sitting down in front of the computer for 4, 5, 6 hours doing this stuff anyway. might as well get you guys involved and show you what goes on behind the scenes as well, and use it as a way of getting more content up for you guys to watch and interact with. In the process of getting some more merch designs done as well. There's a few that I've come up with recently that I'm not 100% happy with. Wanting to, they're good, but they're not quite there. I can't quite put my finger on what it is I don't like about them, but there's something that's just I'm not quite 100% happy with. So I want to get those done because I want to get some merch out as well. For myself to get my brand awareness out with my own stuff on, but also for you guys if anyone's interested in buying them. I can set up through, essentially I'm going to set a lot of it up through Redbubble. I can, for those that don't know Redbubble, it's like a print on demand site. No minimum orders, that sort of stuff. So I can essentially set a storefront up through them that you can buy through them. I get commission off any sales, obviously, which goes back to helping do this sort of stuff. And helping do all my videos and being at the track and getting out there with you guys to actually take the photos and videos to help you out. So it all kind of channels back into there, but it does mean I don't have to have stock on site. I don't have to fork out a ton of money to get merch on site that may or may not sell. But I can also put it through there, prototype them through there, see what works, what doesn't, and then obviously make public the designs that people want to see and want to actually purchase. So that stuff's going ahead. Lots of stuff going on. I'm trying to think of different ways. I'm loving doing the daily blog. Or vlog, but I'm trying to think of other content I can put in there as well to make it a little bit more exciting for you. Obviously, you don't want to see videos every day of me just spilling to camera. I kind of want to put some other stuff in here as well. So whether we use that as the blog might turn into like the Facebook Lives and stuff as well, just a little bit more interactive content and a little bit more exciting than just me talking to the camera. I'm planning this weekend to clean up this abomination of a garage. Because I need to get into my workout gear that's over to the side here. B, I need to be able to into my storage shelves that are over to the side here. And there's just a whole bunch of shit. You can usually see it in the background of videos. I.e. this stuff. There's like pressure washers and old baseball bats and shit everywhere. Need to clean up all this sort of stuff. Also want to clean up my office as well and make that more of a content type space, so I can do these kind of videos face to face at the computer, but also then when I'm doing the lives and stuff, there's not a whole bunch of shit behind me. It's actually looks like a half decent space to use. So that's going to be on the list of things to do this weekend. Got a shit weekend this weekend. I'm split, so I'm only off. I'm off Friday, I'm on Saturday, I'm off Sunday, back at work Monday. So kind of disjointed weekend, but that's not for you to worry about. That's for me to worry about. Good old 9 to 5. Wouldn't do it if I didn't enjoy it though. But yeah, I need to get all this stuff cleaned up. So I can get more access to my car stuff. There's a few things I still need to do. I want to be able to get the Skyline in here easily. Basically roll it in, do some work on it, roll it back out again. Like I don't want to be in and out and moving shit and just squeezing in. I've kind of made do because it hasn't been clean, but I don't have much room around the car to work. It is a double car garage. There's no reason I don't. I do have my big fitness gear here, which, as I said, I do need to clean because that is one thing I need to get into. So I might just do a Facebook Live this weekend while I'm doing that. Just kind of have it going and talk to the camera while I'm doing it. Might record it, time lapse it, whatever. Turn in a bit of content for you guys so you can see the abomination that is my garage and what it turns into. Want to get it more of a workshop space so I can actually work on the car more. The fact that I'm planning on taking drifting a lot more serious and trying to push myself in the car this year. I am going to need somewhere to work. I'm going to need someone to work consistently and actually up to the standard that I'm used to. For those that don't know, I'm a toolmaker by trade, so this kind of bombshell is not what I like working in. It makes me very anxious in here. I have all the tools. I have literally, might be able to see it, a monstrous big Snap-on toolbox there that is literally overflowing with every tool possible. So I have the tools, I have the equipment for most stuff, but yeah, I just don't have the space to use it at the moment effectively. So that is top of the list this weekend to get that done. And then I said, obviously the office as well, get that space cleaned up so I can actually start creating a little bit more content, a little bit easier in there, and having a little bit more fun with it, and more effectively too, because a clean space is a more effective space. When you're working within crap, you're just not very productive. So yeah, that's where we're at. I hope you're enjoying the vlogs. I know a few people have been watching them, albeit for a small amount of time, but again, I'm doing this for me. I'm not doing this for anyone else. If you guys want to come along for the ride, I'm more than happy to have you along, and I appreciate the support. If there's anything you have questions about with anything, whether it is the car, whether it is my training, whether it is my sim driving, whether it is my fitness, whatever, my photography, what I use, how I do it, what I shoot, why I shoot. Feel free to drop a comment down below. As always, appreciate any likes, subscribes, comments, any sort of interactivity is going to help boost the channel and help boost the content to get up the good old YouTube algorithm. Other than that, guys, have an amazing day, and I will see you tomorrow for another installment of this exciting vlog of my life, and hopefully some more interesting, exciting content coming over the next couple of days. Talk to you soon.